everybody, welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It is Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're here with Bar Run Forge. It's Troy and Eli.
Ha!
It's great to have you guys in here. Welcome to another Thursday night live here at Bar Run Forge. And the masses, Jimmy Chonga and PBR.
That sounds like a great
Okay.
combo.
Okay. So, anywho, we'll go ahead and say hello to everybody, then we'll get into our project. Eli, say hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, there you go. All right, Mr. Daniel Baca, who was indeed first this evening.
This morning. Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know. D. Baca Maker, Daniel Baca.
Well, it's still more
Kyle
where he's
Jones, Will at Athol Ironworks, Double O Negative, that is Matthew Hobbs himself, Jeff Woodring, David at 1958, David Memes, says he's selling his 158-pound coleslaw. $500 free
Coleslaw?
Dana Maggiore, coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Dana Maggiore, Tim, Tiny Tim Posey. Great to have Tim in here. And I think we've got a couple others that have poked their head in here, but I don't know that they're in the chat at the moment. So if you are here, say hello in the chat. And it's fantastic, as always. Fantastic. Oh, there's Corey Shire at High Desert Forge and Ironworks. It's always great to have you guys in here. And there's Mountain Home Forge. Good to have you in here as well. We have kind of not necessarily a busy week on the farm and things like that ahead, but we got a busy week with just a lot of stuff. Our particular harvest is over with. I'm still helping one of the farmers in our church finish up their harvest. They had somewhere around 2,100 acres of just corn to do. And we have to just say, and hello, Bill Corey. We have to just say, praise the Lord. This past week, I think it was Tuesday or Monday?
I wasn't there.
Anyway, either Monday or Tuesday of this week, I was just getting ready to start another load. I come back from doctor's appointment Monday. And just come back from the doctor's appointment, and I looked up in the sky, and there was black smoke rolling in the direction that I needed to drive. And I thought, our trucks are going back and forth through there. And I called our mechanic guy, the guy that does a lot of the mechanic stuff, the guy I'm working for. Hello to Bill Corey, Josie Hickman, and John Burnell. So I called the mechanic up, and I said, hey, I got a problem with the differential on my truck. It's gone. He's like, I'm dealing with something right now. I'll call you back. He did it kindly. He said, I'll call you back in just a minute. Okay. Then I figured out, as he was getting ready to hang up, he said, we got a truck burning to the ground. So one of the trucks for the family that I'm working for, their truck burnt to the ground. Luckily, the guy who was driving, one of the owners, got out safely and everything was okay. Just lost the truck. So that evening they had the truck burned to the ground, rear end differential go out in one of the trucks, and then they had an airline blow on another truck, and then they had an airbag on the trailer on one of the trucks. All four trucks went down that evening. But everybody was safe, so praise the Lord for that. And we're just, they're such cool people, because, like, Les is the guy's name, and it kind of flared up again while the fire department was there, and it flared up again, and the guy said, hey, we're going to need you over here, and it kind of heard this noise, and he goes, oh, man, that was my lunch. It was inside the truck. It had already been completely consumed by fire. He was upset that his lunch was burned up. So they're pretty cool people. They take it in stride. So, but anyway, great to have everybody in here. Everybody's saying hello, 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 and Josie says hello from West Virginia. Almost heaven, right? You all right there, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bill Corey got his 2 ingenious doodads. He'll have those figured out in about 5 seconds and probably rework them and reprogram them. One for 30 and one for 40. Wow. They have gone down in price.
No, he said he had ones that had been returned.
Oh, okay. So they were kind of, I got you. But that's still a good price. That's a really, really good price. So anyway, so what we're going to do tonight, there's Robert Whitney. We've been commissioned to have a guy come by and bring us this fireplace crane to do some repair on. and it had the weld here. The forge weld was completely gone. That's already been repaired. It needed to be shortened down, and then he also wants a hook at the end. If you remember the fireplace crane we did some time ago, there was a hook on the end, and so we needed to cut some of that off. We'll taper that out, and we'll put a hook on the end. I think that's what we're going to do tonight, and then also go through and just kind of clean it up. I don't want to take away. It's rusted, it's pitted, and I haven't really been able to look hardcore to see if it's wrought iron or just steel. I'm thinking it's just steel, but it's kind of pitted out. And I cleaned up the pins and a little bit more on it I did, and blended in where the weld was to make it look like it was pitted out. So everything there should be blended in. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to focus on the hook, and then we'll heat down the fireplace crane until we get to the point where we can kind of clean it up a little bit, straighten a few things up, but not take away that old texture and the patina on it, and we'll give it back to him. He's already paid us for it, so I need to get it back to him next week and get that thing done, and then we've got some other commissions that we got to get started on. So, Eli, anything you want to tell the folks or share anything that's going on?
They were asking if you forge welded it to repair it.
No, and I'll tell you why I didn't. He did not want, again, the texture here to be undone. So the whole thing has kind of a pitted texture on it, and I felt as if it would be a bigger challenge. And the guys already paid me for the piece. I didn't want to mess the piece up, burn it or something like that. And it was just a small area that was cracked. So there was this little bit, it was like 1.5 inches here on either side where the weld had separated. So I bevel ground everything down, put a bead down in the bottom of it, and then I actually went back and textured it. I heated it up with the torch, textured it with a hammer and a punch to kind of blend all that texture in, because that's what he wanted. So I hesitated. I didn't want to not forge weld it, but at the same time, I didn't want to risk damaging it when it was such a small area that needed to be done. So that was my take on that. I hopefully Bill Quarry will still talk to me because I didn't forge weld it, but that's it. Yeah, rust. That's exactly it. All right. So, there's Bloobs. Hey, buddy. Axe throwing by a mortician sounds hot. Wow. Yeah, it does. I would say that definitely does. So anyway, we're going to get this thing in the fire. We're going to go ahead and work on the hook end, and then we'll try to straighten a few things up and go from there.
Talk to the bottom part of that. Did it have a messed up part as well?
There was a little piece that I guess there was another piece that was on this at one point in time.
Yeah.
Maybe it connected back here, or another one that went up that way. But it was gone and just had a little burr on it, and so I filed that off. I'm looking for the support is behind the striking handle.
Oh yeah. Bill Quarry saw a Christmas card, had a cat on it.
Is that the end of the story, or?
It's the end of the.
It can't be.
And if you tried to tear it open, it was full. It was full of glitter.
Shoot.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying two separate things. Pulled a tab before putting it in the envelope. Once opened, after that played out, "Oh, Christmas tree" with a cat meowing until the battery runs dead. He tried to tear it open, then it was full of glitter. That's impressive.
Yep.
That's a lot of ways to go through with that.
Well, as they say, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
Something like that.
Gary Graham, Bobby at Robert Lomas, Michelle traded paint with the bus driver today.
Oh,
yes, yeah. That also happened. Bus driver backed into
cursed.
The side of Michelle's car today.
That car's cursed.
That it is. That will be the third set of doors on that car since we've owned it.
Yep.
And none of them have been her fault. I'll give her that.
Yeah, there you go. If it's cat themed, instead of using glitter, use litter. Or glitter litter. That would really bum your day out, I would imagine.
So anywho, that's what's been going on this direction. Like I said, trying to get some folks done with their harvest, and we're done with ours, even though we got some repairs that need to be done. We finally got our loader tractor back, and I went to go bush hog today, and the PTO won't stay engaged, so they're coming over to fix that in the morning. Trying to do fall cleanup stuff. Got some bush hogging, I think I'm going to go around a couple other fields with that tiller, kind of edge those fields and make them nice and neat. Got barn, part of one of the tornado slabs that flew off on the sheep barn. Got that repaired. Eli and I repaired the red barn from the tornado. And
that one wasn't the tornado. That was
prior and then some.
Yeah. I think that was when the doors blew over top.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So we're getting there, and then we're going to work on the tarp barn, try to get it not looking like it got destroyed by a tornado.
Yeah.
Black Panther party. Fall cleanup. It's snowing here, Kyle says.
He asked what we thought about Thursday for the...
All right. Initial heat tells us where we want to go with it. Tornado doors, yep. Yeah, we're trying to actually, we've had like 60-degree weather and sunshine all week, and I haven't really been able to do anything.
Well, 69 hardly today.
Right. So trying to get to the point where we can do the fall cleanup, because weather will be changing quite soon.
Yep.
So that we're not doing cleanup in the winter. F0. Yeah, we do get tornadoes here.
Every once in a while. No, haven't got a deer yet. Deer season's 2 weeks from now.
Haven't got the what?
He's asking about deer season.
Yeah.
Have we got a deer yet? It's bow season right now, but I don't have a bow.
Yep. Gun season will be at the end of next week, the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Do coyote attack people?
Roy? Anybody knows
that guy? Yeah. And if we have to cut some of this off, we're okay. He said that it was actually too long for the fireplace it's going into, so even after we taper it down, if it needs to have some more come off, that's fine. Considering now that had nothing to do with anything, and then you guys just had to bring that in, right? Back in Connecticut after being in
everywhere.
In not Connecticut.
Said he's shipping out gloves part 2.
A little water on there. Chunk of metal.
And unfortunately, the power hammer is out of commission once again.
Yeah. Shear the bolt. It's all right. It'll be back. Not a major repair.
Yeah.
So the first part of this is going to be some just big old drawing down. So Butler Family Farm. Hello, hello, hello. Can I hit a deer? I hit one with a big diesel pusher motor coach one time.
Yeah.
A la Pink Mist. No, we don't need a power hammer, but this job would sure be a lot easier if we had it. Trying to keep it hot so it'll work. Not let it cool down.
Gary Graham said he's teaching somebody how to forge.
Nice. Ain't a white stripe on the side. Then I'd miss it.
Are you doing the upset 90 on it?
Yeah, that's why I went in with the straight peen and just get that in there and set it down that way.
Mm-hmm. I think we already know Roy's had his Christmas decorations up already.
We're not too far off now. See, I hate to say it's kind of going to be the challenge on this project, is to forge that in knowing that it will not look that texture. It will be forged to finish.
Yeah.
Maybe up from last year. Yeah, it's a possibility Roy never takes his
He has a different shop to film in.
That could be too.
Did you happen to talk to Bill Corey about a calla lily project for the Gathering Thursday Night Live?
Yeah. Don't have the shop decorations up yet, but very soon, he says. Yeah, Bill's got a project he wants us to do on Thursday night of the gathering.
Well, all right then.
All right.
I believe he could probably do it. Roy said he's adding even more lights this year.
Getting fairly close to what I was looking for. But yeah, we will have to cut some off. Woo! Heck me, you guys. Us.
There you
Ussens.
Collaboration. Together. Roy, if you don't recreate Christmas Vacation for a movie or for a video this year with your Christmas spirit, I'm going to be upset.
Oh, we're right close to it. Right closest. Fireplace crane, yep. Putting a hook on the end, and then we'll try to find a way to make it not look like I forged a hook on the end.
Ball peen hammer in time.
Yep. I will tell you that we're going to have a hard stop at 8 p.m. this evening. You'll notice a particular jersey he's wearing. The Bengals play at, what, 8:30?
8:15.
8:15.
Yeah.
So definitely hard stop.
Definitely hard stop. Not that he cares. He doesn't care about it.
Not the what?
And I said, not that you care. Probably won't decorate the shop. Dad's a bit of a Scrooge.
Dad, what?
I said, you're a bit of a Scrooge.
I am.
Getting him to wear a Santa Claus hat 3 years ago was a impressive move for me.
Yep. Yeah, I would probably consider myself a Scrooge.
So probably or proudly?
What?
Probably or proudly?
Yes.
Butler Family Farm said, I'm sorry you are for that team. Who are you for?
Trying to see how much I'm probably going to have to take off.
Oof.
Good chunk, actually.
Getting some hatred in the chat. What are you doing?
Hatred?
What are you doing?
I'm going to cut some of that off.
Oh. Yeah, Butler Family Farm said, sorry you're for that team. Roy said, who they going to beat them Bengals? Everyone. The Chiefs.
Not exactly.
The Chiefs.
Not exactly. I think that'll do it.
The floor is on fire. Well, we're not going to discuss the Chiefs last year because I'm not saying it was rigged, but
The what?
it was rigged. So we're not talking about the Chiefs, especially the last game last
Oh,
year.
yeah. No, not at all.
Rigged. I'll die on that hill.
Let's not go with rigged. Let's go with scripted.
Scripted.
Just do a quick grind to take that rag off. I'll be right back.
Mr. Strickland. Who all plans to be at the gathering?
That'd be a good thought.
Big question. Got 5 months to prepare. For long, it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas, April birthdays, and then boom, the gathering. Roy, are you a go sports ball kind of person?
Say sports ball?
Yeah. I don't have a team. I don't have a sport. What kind of end are you doing on that?
Probably a fishtail. Light. Very light.
A fish. A fish tail.
Fish. Yep.
Oh, is it commercial?
We may have a piece of it. It's not novel.
Is it commercial time, everyone? Oh. Huh. I forgot to unmute you. Sorry.
I'll
My
probably be over at the
apologies.
Vice here in just a little bit.
My apologies. One of these days I'll get good at tech stuff. Abby said make me S-hooks.
All right. Over to the Vice.
That is true. You can meet the great Bill Corey in April. Among other people. A plethora of people. The plethora grows every year, too.
Yeah. A Rogues Gallery.
Yes. To the Vice. Yes, please make sure to have your permission slip signed before you show up. Don't have that fiasco again.
Don't have what?
Bill Corey said if he gets his permission slip signed. I said, yes, please make sure we have permission slip signed before you get here. I said, we don't
Definitely.
want to have a fiasco again. I don't know what the fiasco was, but
Yeah.
but
we don't want it.
Don't want to have it.
We do not want it.
Am I sure if I know what plethora means? See, I know what plethora.
Jose!
Lift your hat.
In the air.
Higher.
Higher.
That's true. You don't have to sign your permission slip if you just bring your boss with you.
What's that?
What's that? Said you don't have to have your permission slip signed if you bring the boss with you.
That is true. And bosses are welcome.
It's true.
And we do have...
They go do GGS. Giggly girl stuff.
Oh, gosh. Or grumbly girl stuff.
Grumbly girl stuff, maybe. Yes, I did, Bobby. That was a legendary video. Ronnie Coleman and Brian Shaw training together.
Oh, my.
Lightweight, baby.
Huh? No, I was just bringing stuff with me. I just brought sparklies.
Bring a couple, because they'll probably be the only kids here.
But if you coordinate with somebody else, they might could bring their kids.
Then there'll be a whole bunch of kids.
And there's stuff to do. It's not like, we got creeks and woods. And
The kids can all play jacks and pick up sticks.
Mumbly peg.
What?
Mumbly peg.
What is that?
Yep.
Okay. Tell us more, Papa.
I just might. There it goes. That jig, the banging jig. Yep.
Replay.
We do one more of those. Call that.
Kids can even play with this newfangled contraption called a hula hoop.
Called a what?
A hula hoop.
A hula hoop.
Perhaps skip over a rope. The youngsters even play a game now called hopscotch.
Hop. Scotch.
You gonna make it?
Yeah, I might.
You wearing one of them indestructible gloves?
No. Because I have to have it on my left hand.
Ah. Well, we have left-handed indestructible gloves on the way.
I know we do.
Fret no more.
If they were fretting, knock it off.
Be thou not a fret.
Not a fretted.
Refrain and fret no more.
All right, to give you an idea of what we got done so far.
It's a 90.
Yep.
You made a corner.
Made a corner.
It's crooked. Matt can see it from here.
Yep. So I'm going to heat that up again, true that corner up and a couple other places. And then we'll make the bend for the hook.
The bend.
Not the bend. Bend.
The bend. The bend.
Bend. B-I-N-D. Okay. Whew. Set that bird down for a minute. It's a hunk of steel.
He swear it out.
What's that?
I said you're weared out.
I am.
Ward out.
Or slap out.
Yeah, don't forget to do YouTube things. Smash the like button.
You want to give them a commercial?
Where's it at? Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button harder. And even harder. Smash the notification bell so you're alerted every single time we have new content on the channel. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Once we hit that mark, we will do a big giveaway, extravaganza live stream, and we'll give away stuff. We've already been worded that we're getting a cool knife from a certain man of metal, potentially Iron Man. I don't know, but yeah, gonna be some cool stuff. Some hammer stuff as well, so that's cool. Probably some merchandise from the Bar Run Forge website, which is and do a little anvil ring thing. www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. And of course, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the Rumble, which we are vaguely on. And that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah, if you're interested in coming in April for the gathering, you can sign up on the website. We'll get that going soon. I don't think the actual sign up is for this year. I think it'll still be for last year. So don't do it yet, but it will be up. If you're interested, there's an about page on the gathering, along with some videos about things we've done in the past. This year is set to be epic.
Really?
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
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 Some big epic stuff, potentially.
Yeah.
Food, if you like food.
Some epic food.
There'll be a lot of epic food.
Epic fellowship.
Epic fellowship. Epic fellas.
Yep.
And Bill Corey.
And Bill Corey
will be here as well. Anything else?
And maybe some. Whoa. Lost a fuzzy.
What would you do that for?
I don't know.
That's why we can have nice things. Hey, if you guys want to check out something really cool, a couple of friends of mine that I met in college own a clothing brand. And they just did a really cool team up with the bass player for Chris Stapleton. If you're a fan of Chris Stapleton, which I am, we are.
Yep. We is.
There's still issues going on in eastern Kentucky and southern Kentucky from flooding and natural disasters over this past year. So Chris Stapleton has a fund called the Outlaw State of Kind, and all the proceeds from a hat that my friends in Moorhead and this bass player came up with. It's really cool. It's like a green with a brown bill on it, and it's got a bass guitar on top. That's his bass guitar that's been on all of the Chris Stapleton albums, which again may not be as cool to you, but for a bass player who's also a really big fan of Chris Stapleton, and they're my friends that came up with the design, kind of just like the coolest things ever put together. So, but it goes to a charity. 100% of the proceeds go to help out people who are suffering in Kentucky. So check it out. I reposted it on my page on Facebook.
All right, I think we're ready to do the bend.
Looks way too clean. It doesn't have patina.
What's that?
It looks way too clean.
Yeah.
Killed the patina.
Kill who?
Sorry, unalive patina. It is so...
No patinas were heard in the making of this video.
It's so crazy how many words you can't say now. I heard somebody B-O-M... That was fun. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
B-O-M-B. You can't say that word on, like, social media right now.
Not even like that thing was the... I should have. I should have shampoo.
Should have put a chamfer.
If you like it, should have put a chamfer on it.
Mark Asbury should have that shirt made. Should have put a chamfer on it. If you like it, put a chamfer on it. Telling you, all the ideas bouncing around my head. Chris Stapleton is from Eric's hometown.
From whose hometown?
Eric, Pumpkin Patch.
Nice. Dude's talented.
Oop, sorry. Eric, is it Shepherdsville? If I remember correctly, Shepherdsville. Maybe. What is your hometown? You know it?
Nope.
Paintsville. That's right. Paintsville. From Paintsville.
Paintsville.
Yeah. Same thing, just different. Shepherdsville, Paintsville. Gotta say it right. Paintsville. Later, Will.
Who's heading out? Will?
Athol. That is spoken like a true Kentuckian. He is actually from Salyersville. I'm from Nippa, but it's all Paintsville. Now, if you want to be accurate, you just say we're all from the county.
Yes.
Whatever county you're from, you just say, oh, yeah, we live in such and such county. Kenny.
Kenny. Yep. All right, so we got that, and I'm not going to brush it.
Johnson Kenny.
Leave it at as is.
Ooh.
So it's a hook.
Ah, hook.
So I'm just going to go through and just kind of heat it up, do a little bit of light hammering, straightening up on it, and then put a finish on it.
If you want a recommendation, I know I'm the apprentice, you the master. The mild steel hammer, with it having texture on it, does a really good job.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank you. If you like it, then you need to put a chamfer on it. If you like it, then you need to put a chamfer. Bill Corey is spamming the chat with that. Good grief. Loretta Lynn and Crystal Gale. Yep. A lot of good.
What's our time, Elijah?
7:22.
7:22.
Yep.
We'll be done plenty of time.
A lot of good country artists from down south of Kentucky.
Well, if you follow U.S. Route 23, that is the Country Music Highway.
Yep.
Basically following from South Shore, Kentucky, just outside of Portsmouth, Ohio, all the way down to beyond Pikeville,
Yep.
Hackville, and almost to Grundy, Virginia. Does that go through Letcher County?
Letcher? I have no idea. I'm not as geographically inclined about Kentucky, or anywhere for that matter.
Bill
Dwight Yoakam
says you gotta
along that way.
sing it and dance like Beyonce.
Beyonce. You can't talk to my Beyonce.
I am ambianced.
Beyonce. Mama says because you ain't bona fide.
Well, Bill Corey, there actually is a.
Oh my gosh, from like 2009.
Yep. When I did a chair dance
Not the,
with the single ladies.
yeah, not the Hebrew chair dance,
No.
but single ladies chair dance.
Yes.
Like on a webcam, isn't it? Somewhere there's a video of Dad dancing to single ladies, and it's quite funny.
I'm what? I'm sorry. Okay, we're good.
There also is on the side of the power hammer. I don't know how great it is, but it'd give it texture. Is that one texture flatter I tried?
I think this is going to be okay. I think it'll be all right.
I'm just offering suggestions.
Mr. Crawford, how are you, buddy?
Bye, Ben.
Yep. Can't get that down in there. Whew.
I was going to say something. I forgot it.
Yeah?
I was trying to think.
What kind of fur? Sham fur.
Sham fur?
That is
Is it
100% all natural sham fur.
sham fur?
Is that where they get sham wows from?
I don't know.
Sham fur?
I just put a really weird idea in my head of Mark Asbury doing a sham fur commercial. Like the sham wow guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Abby's in here. Abby got introduced to Scarface this week. Abby had never seen Scarface before. Now she's cultured. Saw it in theaters on the 40th anniversary of Scarface. Feel old yet?
All right. Keep on rolling.
Abby says, see y'all Saturday. Bill Corey said, I won't be there on Saturday.
Well, doggone it.
Well, why not, Bill?
Dag nabbit. Consarn it.
Justin Ray.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Abigail.
Oh, she left. She said, enough of your nonsense. I'm out.
Yep. Never did.
Do what?
What'd you say?
You said never what?
Never. She said not going to put up with. You said not going to put up with my nonsense,
Ah.
and I said she never did.
Ah.
Confound it, Dad burned it. See, my dad put a couple different ones together, and I don't know where he came up with this. It may have been my grandpa, great grandpa, but one of his was consarnet.
Consarnet?
Yeah,
Yep.
like confound it, Dad burn it. I don't know where sarnet come from,
Consarnet.
but consarnet. He used that one a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, or something was, he said, that consarn thing.
Yeah. He would use Dad blame.
Yeah.
Dad blame was a good one. But consarnet was his go-to curse word.
Yep.
Papaw curse word.
Yep. Stupid
Yeah.
was a papaw curse word.
Tell him about the time you told me you said a bad word. And I was like, no, it's okay. You can tell me what it was. I don't want to say it. Eli said, I don't want to say it. I said, it's okay. It's just you and me, buddy. We can talk about it. So he said, stupid. And I was like, trying not to laugh. But at the same time going, no, that's one we don't say. We don't say stupid.
Pumpkin Patch tried to say tarnation. He said Tarantino.
Do what?
He said Tarantino and then put tarnation.
Tarnation. Tarantino.
I believe he had a quite misfortunate misspelling there. What in Quentin Tarantino?
What in Tarantino are you doing? All right, I'm going to see how this loops on it.
I'd say this might be a little bit hot.
Not bad.
Oh, good timing, Ad. Does it have a texture?
Yeah, I think it does.
Does it match?
That's gonna be hard to do.
Oh. Go away. Why am I getting I'm getting an ad for Holiday Inn right now. Thanks a lot for that. 7th of a cent, YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful that you interrupted 20 seconds of my streaming for Holiday Inn. The joys of all those YouTube millions, man.
That's right, just rolling in.
All of that's worth it. What'd everybody else get? What'd you guys get for an ad? Is that some of that magic mystery stuff?
It is, man. I love it. Magical mystery stuff. It's the goo.
The goo.
He's got the goo.
Hold on, I missed that one. Go back up. Go back up. There you go. What are your favorite non-cuss words?
There you go.
Jeff Woodring said, when my sister was in a bad mood, she used to say, and I'll try to get this right, dog, hammer, summer, ditching, dirty, basket, chicken spit.
All right, quick, Eli. What's Mammal's curse word?
Ooh, I'm brain farting on that one.
She'd say, oh.
Oh, horse feathers.
Or bean soup.
Bean soup.
It's old bean soup.
Kyle Jones said you're, looks like you're rubbing peanut butter on it. He can't. He's allergic.
Man.
Poor feller.
I'd love to put peanut butter on.
Can you quench in peanut butter?
That's a good question.
Alex Steele probably try it. Make YouTube millions off of sticking a hot knife in peanut butter. whilst artisans actually
Yeah.
do work. Not saying he's not an artisan. Dude's talented.
No.
He's just goofy.
But he's doing the YouTube thing.
Heck yeah, if I could be goofy and make millions off of it, I'd do it too.
Yeah. We do it. We just don't make millions off it.
Except every time I'm goofy, I get told to shut up at work. Oh,
Shut up.
Speaking of work, I lost my coffee lady this week. She got the determinations. And now I don't have a person who knows exactly how I like my coffee.
In England, they would say she was sacked.
Sacked. Well, good thing we're not in England. We beat them in a war, so we didn't have to say the same,
That's right.
same things they say.
He's right.
Twice. Bill Corey said if it's flashing off, it's too hot.
If it's what?
Flashing off.
It's not.
Japan dryers and Samsung. Is that Crawford's cuss words? Japanese dryers. Boy, he's real ticked. He said Japanese dryers. My personal favorite, to avoid saying a dirty word, is just say cuss.
Oh, cuss. What the cuss?
That's like, yeah, so somebody does something stupid, you say, what the cuss? That dude's a cussing idiot. Yeah, or old cuss. Or somebody's an old cuss.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been called an old cuss?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb cuss.
What else have you been called as a preacher?
Most things preachers can't say.
Ooh. Now that's just hateful. Now why would you say that to a preacher when you know good and well he can't say anything back?
Oh, but he can.
Well, he can, but he might have to take that up with the Lord Almighty. Speaking of the Lord Almighty,
Yeah.
you can check that out. Talking about the Lord Almighty every Sunday, most Sundays, some Sundays, most Sundays, on our Martinsville Church of Christ Facebook page. I usually repost it on my Facebook page. So if you're interested in Dad preaching the word from the good book, ooh, that made an interesting sound. I think he just like bumped up against it and shake.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can check it out. Dad does this. That's his main source of occupation.
Yep. Organizeful.
Never been. Hello there,
Hello there.
Mr. Brian. Fudge Puppies, Bobo Hole.
What was that?
Fudge Puppies and Bobo Hole.
Bobo hole. That's a new one.
That's a new one. Yeah, old timers.
Bill is a knight who says, So right now we're just we're heating it up. I'm done with the forging part of it. We're heating it up, putting a finish on it, and then we'll give it back to the customer. That's it.
Give it back. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
And that is it.
That's all, folks. Dibby dib dib. I don't believe that was something hitting that time.
No.
Is the fan shaking or something?
I don't know.
We have a bird caught in there.
Good question.
So a random draft of wind.
Yeah, it could be too.
Are we experiencing small earthquakes? There's a demon in our side draft hood. Devil's in the Middle. Isn't that Rob Huff's band? Is it warm?
It is. Gummit.
That means he's got it too hot. Oh, we got more cuss words.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Johnny Dangerously quote. Well, there was a movie.
Savannah Batchin. What?
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Now go away or I will taunt you a second time.
Eric says cheese and rice instead of the Lord's name.
Yep. You like Snakes on a Plane, and they did the TV version of it, where he says MF, but they couldn't do that, so they wanted to be creative, which was, anyway.
I am sick and tired.
How many times did they do it? And it was different every time.
Yeah.
Every time he used that particular word, they gave him a different version of that, like monkey fighting and Monday to Friday.
Yeah. Monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Yep.
Ask Dad if the phrase Jesus Christ on a motorbike would be considered a blasphemy.
That is a whole other
context.
No, I mean that is a whole other conversation when it talks about the Lord's name in vain and wholesome language and all that kind of fun stuff. That has its own.
Hey, you know when that would be a good time to discuss it?
I do.
When?
Sundays at 7.
Sundays at 7. Gosh. Who does such a thing?
Why, the boys at Bar Run 4.
These two idiots. Sometimes Sundays at 7. We haven't done one in a while, but they'll come back.
Nope.
One of these days. One of these days. How'd that song go?
Yeah.
Was he the man who took the nails from me?
Yeah. Caveman's Call.
One of these days. Walk the streets of gold that were meant for me.
Yep.
One of these days. Gotta get your late 90s, early 2000s voice in there. Speaking of bands in the late 90s and early 2000s, specifically of the Christian variety, Dad was in a band in the late 90s and early 2000s.
I was.
You gonna talk about your band time?
Yeah.
You gonna leave the fire running?
No, I probably shouldn't.
Okay.
Because it's hot enough.
It does not smell good in here, Bill Corey. I always said gosh, man, when I was a kid. That's Brian. Yeah? Gosh, I was told when I was 3 years old that gosh was a bad word. I wasn't supposed to say it. That's like one of my first memories. I got scolded for saying gosh when we lived in Washington Courthouse. I got sentenced to timeout, and then I went and colored on some coloring books on the little oak table that we had. How about that for memory? I can barely remember what I had for lunch, but I can tell you about that. It's crazy. It's crazy how the brain works.
Think about that, Prince.
I think I had a brain injury when I was in the 8th grade, and then my memory just went to kaputs after that.
That's a good word.
Kaputs.
Kaputs.
Also gives me a slight excuse to blame my cousin for smacking me in the head with a rock. I bounced. Crazy enough, it's the best place you could hit Dad or myself. But my cousin bounced a skipping rock off the top of my noggin, right here on the very top of my forehead and my hairline. Left about a 3-inch gash. Busted open pretty good. Crazy part about it was while he yells heads up while slinging a rock at me.
Dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, yells heads up as he's slinging a rock at me, and I'm bent over picking up a rock, so I naturally put my head up to kind of avoid whatever danger might be coming my way. And here comes a rock at about 40-some miles an hour. Bounced right off the top of my noggin. And I kind of stumbled back across the creek, and I put my hand on my head because it hurt. And then when I put my hand on my head, I just saw blood run down my arm. And I went, that's not good. And then I don't remember much of what happened. I know what happened because I've been told it, but I don't remember moving from the creek to the house. Supposedly, we walked up the bank. We went to the barn where the John Deere Gator was and rode the Gator up and went up to my cousin's house. And then I remember my cousin yelling for his dad to grab a washcloth or a rag or something, and there's blood all over.
I got the phone call. Now, he's okay.
Yeah.
That's the first words I heard.
Right.
He's okay.
Boys were playing around at the creek, but yeah, I don't remember that small section between leaving the creek and getting to the house. Again, not trying to say that I have a brain injury, but on the off chance, if I do, I'm pinpointing that moment in time.
I think we're about to finish her up here.
Think so?
Yep.
Crawford said, "Did the rock get hurt much?"
The rock survived.
Yeah. I went back looking for it the next day just to see if I could find it. I couldn't. Fun little story for you. Other Eric said, hello, still driving home.
I think we're done.
He's done. Yeah, head wounds do. There is a huge bunch of blood vessels in your noggin. That's why the head wounds bleed a lot.
Yeah, I got hit at the machinery show.
Yep.
And I didn't get hit that hard. I got hit hard, but I didn't get hit that hard. But it bled.
Well, it was a chunk of metal.
It was a pointed end of a chunk of metal.
Right across the noggin.
Yep.
Had to use some good old blood stop.
Will do, Bill.
Bill. I synced your message coming across.
As soon as this thing gets a little cooler that we can handle it,
we'll open a door or crack a window in here.
Could do that. Could do both of those things. Because Eli's going to be itching to get out of here in a minute, anywho.
You still got 15 minutes.
Okay.
16 minutes.
Before we head out or before game time?
Till 8.
Okay.
15 now.
Gotcha. So, we got, I think...
Sorry, Jeff Killian just said, we used to have good barbecue gun battles. Sorry, BB gun battles.
Barbecue gun.
What is a barbecue gun? And
I will play that
for
game.
it?
I will play a game with barbecue gun.
Sorry, barbecue pew-pew. It's a gun.
Oh, all right.
A BBQ pew-pew. What is it and where do I buy one?
That's right. Exactly it. He's bleeding like a stuffed pig or I would be a stuffed pig, not a stuck pig.
Stuffed pig.
Poor Rock. That exactly. Hey, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. I did pop in on your live last night very briefly and had to pop right back off. So that's me. That's what I do.
You can put it up in the preacher hole. That way they can kind of see it.
Yeah, let me do that. Hopefully it'll stay there.
Sounds like something you could buy at Tractor Supply, a barbecue gun. It's probably true.
Yay!
Ta-da! Wouldn't even know it had been worked on. It looks all original.
That's my hope.
Once they use fire around it, it'll all blend in.
Yeah.
It's a neat old piece.
Yeah, I like it.
I wonder how old it is.
I don't know. But it has a strap on this side here.
Yeah.
And it was forge welded on.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this was forge welded.
I would believe it is because if you look at the...
And then this was forge welded. I know that was forge welded.
If you look at the way the metal is, it's not a straight line across.
Yeah.
It's kind of an indication that somebody, hit it a lot.
Work it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's definitely a cool piece. And hopefully the guy likes what we did to it. Hopefully you guys can check it out there and take a look at it. I did clean up the pins here. It's got to have to sit on a hinge pin and swing that way. But I think we're still in pretty good shape.
Did you meet parameters?
overall length.
Did you get it within parameters? Have to shake your hand and send you home from the forge.
Yep, we're just over. We're right at 38 inches,
How long
and
do you-
he said it needs to be under 42 because if you put a pot, he's only 4 feet there.
Yeah.
And so if you put a pot on the end of it, so that needs to be under 42, nails it. So the whole thing is only 4 feet. So once you get the pins on and everything, I think that's going to fit it just right.
There you go.
So no, I would say not very nice. It was a restoration plus put a hook on it job, and hopefully he is satisfied with kind of the blending of what we did at the weld. Because if I hadn't fixed that weld and he'd have put something on the end of it, it was completely separated.
Right.
The joint there was completely separated, so it had to have something done to it. And like I said, the pins were just rusted. They were pitted, so they would have a hard time spinning. So I just cleaned them up with a rasp and a file and did a little bit of hammering, a little bit of cleanup, but also to leave it be at the same time. So like I said, hopefully he likes it. Hopefully it's vintage enough and useful enough for his job. So there you go.
Bill said, well, the finish is just wonderful.
I love it. I like that finish. It's not real sticky and thick. With the turpentine, it kind of pulls in real nice.
It smells great, too.
It does smell good. I love that. So, yeah, I wanted to get that done. Needs to go out to him next week, so I thought it'd be a good time to do that. So we also do like restoration type stuff here. We have people bringing stuff on occasion to restore and clean up. So, what? No scrolls? Well, I guess technically there's 2 scrolls on this, but not scrolls.
Scrolls. Isn't that the bad guys in Secret Invasion? Scrolls.
From Marvel.
Yeah. 3 people will get that.
Yep.
Thanks, Daniel Baca.
There you go.
Bobby Lonis.
Yes, and it dries to a good finish, a hard, usable finish as well. And this is going to be on a fireplace, so I think that finish is the right finish for that as well.
Yeah.
The only other finish I think you put on it, I don't know, this is just up to you guys, but what you're doing. But the only other thing I would do is put a high heat paint on it, but I didn't want to do that because of the pitting and the texture that was on it. Yeah. So I thought that was the best call for finish.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for him. It's kind of fun because, we made that other fireplace crane from scratch. And, did all the joinery and everything like that.
We made it from metal, but...
Right. And they used the heck out of it.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out a way to get a rotisserie on it so he can hang a roast or something and turn it.
Nice. So
I got to get that in my brain to figure out how to use the fireplace crane for a rotisserie.
Of course, it paint black.
Blech. Yep. All right. I think what you did is just right. Well, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. And it's 7:50. I'm going to get you out of here earlier so you can watch the fitty. You can watch the game. We hope to start Sundays at 7 in the next couple weeks. We're back making a few videos, and we've got a couple kind of getting ready to go. So
there's a video on an anvil, a little baby anvil. You have to check that out. There's a harvest video. I think that's it.
Yeah, we got the potato video already been out.
Potato video.
We got the Vivor anvil. We'll have, there's a couple tools that we purchased, and some other items for the shop. I guess you would consider them tools in review and to put together and things like that. There's going to be some projects to do.
There's
there's another anvil video.
There's another anvil video.
Yeah.
Heck, we're silly with anvils, ain't we, boys?
Yeah. Fat with it. All right. Anyway, I think that's all we're going to do tonight. God bless everybody. Thank you so much for coming in.
And remember, God made you special.
And He loves you very much.
Very much.
Hey, guys, definitely check out. Eli has been making these coffee scoops and some tooling for these coffee scoops that has turned out really, really good. And he's just done a great job. It's just kind of become a little passion project for him and some marketing. And So, we're in the midst of kind of jigging up to do some production items, and so we can make a little bit of money here at Bar Run Forge. We're kind of at the point where we're ready to make everything a business. So, up until this point, we kind of were hobbying and then hobby business, and now I think we want to do more along the line of the business. So, Mr. Wayne Heights, I don't know if we said hi to Wayne or not, or he said hi to us, but hi, Wayne.
He just jumped in.
We were just talking about you today, Michelle and I
Wayne?
were. About it. Good old Wayne, cyborg himself. So, Eli, kick him out the door, will you?
There's not a door, but I'll tell him to do things. Hey, it's time to like the video if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell if you have not already. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok and Rumble, and of course, website www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. There's a couple more things on the website if you so feel like purchasing. Merch.
We'll be at Sons of Toil next Saturday.
We'll be at Sons of Toil. I'll be there for part of the day. And, somebody's sending me a word. We'll get back to you. Anyways, they know I'm live streaming. That's all, folks. Appreciate you. Do the YouTube things. We'll get to 5,000. Do a big extravaganza. Check out Roy's live stream tomorrow. Everybody else's live streams that got live streams, check them out as well. When's a big blacksmith giveaway, Christmas giveaway? That's a couple weeks.
4 weeks.
So, yeah, be there for that. That's always a good time. Win some stuff from Roy. We'll probably send something there last minute to donate for that as well. Roy, if you're listening, you know the deal. We'll send it to you the day before.
Yep.
All right, Dan.
God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Look what I'm doing with my hand.